So I'm here with my friend Libby, and the other day at camp she made the most amazing Christmas cake, and it was a 3-ingredient Christmas cake, and it was so moist and so delicious that I have asked her to replicate it again for you guys to show you how to do it yourself. And I'll get her to explain everything about what the ingredients are and what she used and what you can use as alternatives. So she'll do all the explaining. But this will also be on their new YouTube page, which is the Lodell Diaries. So I'll make sure I put a link in our description as well, so you can have a look there too. But I'm going to flip you around and I'm going to introduce you to Libby, and she's going to explain everything about this amazing cake. So here we go. And this is Libby.
Hi everyone. So I'm Libby. Nice to meet you. If you feel like subscribing to our new channel, it's a little bit raw. It's endearing though. You'll love me, I'm sure. Anyway, so this is this is the 3-ingredient recipe that I found. It was on Facebook, and it's from a site called Play Bake Smile. And basically the ingredients there is quite a lot, and I don't make that much. Generally I'll halve it or even quarter it, depending on if it's just myself and Steve are having it. Well, really depending on how many people are going to be eating. But the recipe is found on a site called Play Bake Smile, and it's really simple. So we're starting it today because we need to get the fruit ready for overnight. Now, even though it's 3 ingredients, we're going to make it 4 because Michelle has donated a little bit of Kahlua to go in it.
It is New Year's after all.
Yeah, this is correct. So first things first, we're going to put in the fruit. So it's just a Woolworths 1 kilo fruit. You don't have to pay a lot to feed a crowd, and you will find quality when you shop cheap anyway.
So that's just a mixed fruit bag.
Just a bag of mixed fruit. You can put nuts in. The first time I made this, I made it with dates and walnuts, but this is just a cup of fruit for the amount that we're going to make, but a generous cup. So if it's going to go over the waterline, I ain't going to cry. Okay, so there's the 1 cup of fruit into the mixing bowl. Now we look at the recipe and it says it needs 2.5 cups of iced coffee for the whole recipe. So I'm just going to do 1 and a bit, 1 and a dash. But then, because the fantastic Shell
magic ingredient.
Oh my god, it smells so good. I'll just neck the bottle. So you just put, I think, 1/2 cup. Why not?
Oh, go on.
You can do
Little
whatever
bit
you
more.
want. Now, if alcohol's not your thing, iced coffee indeed is not your thing. Well, if iced coffee's not your thing, I don't know if we can be friends. You can use juice, pineapple juice, orange juice, anything. But it's all listed on that recipe again. Again, I'll quote it because I want to take credit for someone else's work. Bake, Play, Smile. Look it up. So I'm just going to grab a spoon. And this, half the fun in this is we're cooking in the caravan. So not a lot of bench space.
Yeah.
Not a lot of everything that we would normally have at home, but everything we need.
Yeah. We could do this on the outdoor table, outside.
Yep.
Doesn't really matter.
So I'm just giving it a little stir, but it's got to go in the fridge. So just very carefully.
Love these silicone bags.
I love these silicone bags. They save so much space and
waste. No waste.
Less waste anyway. Okay, so there's a little bit more in here that I'm just going to leave. Give it a bit of a squeeze like that. And now this puppy's going in the fridge for 24 hours. And
or if you don't have a fridge camping, your esky with ice.
Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow for the rest of the baking process.
Can't wait. So we're back here with Libby, and our beautiful fruit has been fermenting in these fabulous juices for a couple of days now. So normally you might just put it, or you need to do it overnight, but well, it was New Year's Day yesterday, what
We
can I
lost
say?
track of time.
Bit of recovery mode yesterday. So I'm going to flip you around to Libby and we're going to go back to the second part of baking this amazing cake.
Hi, it's me again. As Michelle said, we were a bit disinterested in baking yesterday. Not only was it New Year's Day, it was incredibly hot and nobody wants the oven on. So I'll just pop over this way for a second and look at the oven. We've preheated it. It's on gas mark 5 and I googled it. Gas mark 5 is 180°, so it's been preheating for some time. Now here's our beautiful fruit, and it's been soaking in the Kahlua and the iced coffee for 48 hours now. So it should be very juicy. I've pre-prepared some of this to keep the video a bit shorter. I don't like watching long videos, I'm not sure about you. But the next step is basically, as I said previously, I've halved the recipe. So I've only got 1.5 cups of flour here, sifted, ready to go. Pop it into the bowl like that. Unzip this beautiful concoction. Oh. Have a whiff.
Yum.
Yeah. So we just dump it in, like so. I like to use a bigger mixing bowl, avoid splash. And I'll wash this up in a bit, and I put them out in the sun. So if you've got silicone bags, I usually pop them out in the sun for about 20 minutes, and if they've got any red or any other stain, sun bleaches it out. So there's a hot tip for you.
Good tip.
Mixy, get it all blended into a beautiful paste. You can see how some of that fruit's really expanded with the soaking process. Now this will just take a minute. Yes, get it all nicely. Yeah, I can feel it thickening up into a paste. I'll sing for you. So yeah, you can see I've got most of the flour. I'm just going to get that bit down from the side. I made it into a beautiful cake mix.
Unbelievable.
Have a little taste. Have a little taste. It's really good.
Oh my.
Oh my. So because there's no eggs or anything like that that can spoil, maybe the milk, but we only had it in the fridge for 48 hours. It's not going to be an issue. So I'm scraping down the sides.
And excellent for egg allergies.
Yes. And you can also adapt this recipe. As I said before, this recipe's on Bake Play Smile, which is a page I found on Facebook. So look them up. I'm not taking credit for their recipe, but I am taking credit because I cooked it and it's bloody amazing.
Yeah.
This is the third batch of this that I've made since we've been up here at Lake Bolac. Steve and I have been up here since early December, and this is the third one I've made out of one bag of fruit. So I'm just going to let that there for a sec.
And you've probably still got enough fruit for more, don't you?
I do. I've got enough for one more. But new year, new me. This is the last lot of sugary stuff that I'm going to be having. So just a light spray over the baking paper. I like to use these little pans when I'm camping, but I have popped another extra layer of foil on it for a bit of insulation.
Yeah.
The reason I like to do that, we try and keep the weight down in the caravan, and they're very light, and I can use them 2 or 3 times before they become, you know, not manageable again. So just pour.
So yeah, obviously adapting this, you can do exactly the same thing in a camp oven with a trivet. Just have to be mindful of your coal placement, that it doesn't get too hot. And you could also do this on the Ozpig with if you've got like a wok or something that you can put over the top and create an oven that way. So it's quite adaptable. You
could even cook it. We've got a little gas stove. We call them Bunsen burners. I'm not sure what they're called, with the with a lid on it. So you could even cook it in that with the lid on it.
Maybe or Weber's.
Well, maybe a Weber. Yeah.
You could probably do it
I'm not
as well.
exactly sure what they're called, but I'd also put a cup of water in it just to keep the moisture in. So put a cup of water inside the pan. So not in the mix.
No.
So water can evaporate around it and keep it a bit steamy.
Because you do not, this is so unbelievably moist when it comes out. You do not want to compromise that.
No. So into the oven. Again, with the timing, I put it in for half an hour, but then I check it again about, I said probably we'll put it on for another 15 minutes after that. and potentially if it's still a bit soggy, I'll turn the oven off and leave it in the oven to finish setting, because I am a soft baker. Everyone hates that word, but I like my stuff not to be dry, and I find if I've cooked it for too long, it's not as enjoyable. So that's my hot tip.
And pretty much when it comes out, if a knife comes clean?
Yep.
Same sort of
same
rule?
sort of deal. So, and so I cut it last time and it was still a bit like the mixture
Soggy?
rather than...
Yeah.
So all I did was I popped it back in the oven, even the cut piece, wrapped it in a bit of foil, popped it back in the oven for another 10 minutes, and Michelle ate it. She can tell me.
That was amazing. Yeah. So we will cut back at the end of this when we pull this puppy out of the oven, just to show you what it looks like before we devour it. But yeah, we'll definitely cut back to you.
I think we'll have it tonight around the campfire. I've also got some custard to share as well.
Oh, yum. Spoils. Who says you don't have to live it up when you're camping?
I know, right?
I know. So I will cut back soon, and we will show you how it turns. Right, so I've just come off the water, and through the magic of video, this amazing cake is ready because I can smell it. It is, oh my God, just cannot wait to eat it. So I'm going to turn you around and let's see where we're at.
Oh, I'm just about to take it out of the oven, but before I do, shameless plug, Smudge Sense. That's Michelle and Jason's business, Family Trippers business, and both of these smell like 1 million, and I tell you, they are shag-a-deli.
Thank you.
Shameless plug. It's called, what do they call it?
Cross promotion.
What do they call it? But product placement.
Product placement. There you go. Thanks for that.
So let's go over to our tiny little oven here, and I don't know if you can see that. Have a look. So she's nice and firm to the touch.
My God.
Browned on the top, and I'm just going to bring it out.
Libby, that looks...
I know.
Amazing. So, I reckon that's the best one yet.
I know. The more you do, the better you get. So I'm just going to leave it here to cool for a bit. And as we said earlier, we're going to have it tonight. And there's already discussions with everyone. I've got brandy custard. I've got this custard. I've got that custard. So I'm going to make a little platter up with this. Well, we're going to cut it up, put it on a plate. And everyone can serve their own custard and tell you what they think about it. Anyway, we'll see you when we're...
eating it around the campfire. Can't wait. The moment we've all been waiting for. We have been absolutely dying for this cake, to try it. We're all sitting around salivating looking at it. I'm flipping you around to show you what Libby is waiting to see.
Oh, hello. Look what I've got.
And look what the group has put together. Not only do we have this amazing looking cake,
I'm just going to cut it this way to make it more,
but we've got custard,
look at that,
and ice cream. I mean, let's have a look.
How
give
nice
it a poke.
did it come up?
Give it a poke.
There you go.
Wow,
nice and crumbly.
That is
nice
so
and
delicious. We cannot wait to eat it, and I'll just give you a show around of everybody desperately sitting here waiting. They keep going and going and going and going and going. We can't wait.
Oh, thanks for everyone for contributing as well. It's been fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Libby.
Thank you, Shao.